Good morning, grade 5, and a warm welcome to the English class. Well, children, you have your term exams coming. So, I thought of just doing a revision. Right? So, let's just have a quick look at our chapters. So, children, let's begin with the second chapter. We love cricket. Now, children, first you need to know what this text is. Okay? For this, you need to see your index here. This is an information text. It is facts. Okay, facts about cricket. And what was your comprehension? The question answers. It was identifying and interpreting key informations. So this is your text, children. Okay. Now children, remember here, how is this text presented? Yes, I had asked this question. You remember? It is presented in text. Can you see? This lesson, it is presented in text. Then there are bullet points. Can you see the bullet points? Okay. And there are photographs. Can you see the photographs? Yes. And there are also charts. These tables. Right? Okay. Now children, sorry. Now you need to study the meanings and the phrases. After that, children, you have comprehension. As I told, comprehension A is direct questions. It is straight from the text. B is also more or less same. C is, children, where here in this chapter, you have to just make a list of the information presented. Now children, next we had vocabulary, that is mnemonics. Now children, here I seen that most of you, when you had submitted your homework, you are making something long and which is difficult to remember. So first, children, look at this. Mnemonics is what? It is a short phrase. It is a rhyme. This will help us to spell difficult words or confusing words, to remember the spellings. That's the idea for a mnemonic. Right? Now children, do you remember for appearance? What did I tell you? Yes. How did you remember? How will you remember the spelling of appearance? Apple, pears and cherries. That's what I had given you. Remember? Apple, pears and cherries. Let me just find my book so that I can write it for you. I need a page. So, yes, so children, look here. I've written here. Appearances, apple, pears and cherries. Can you see APPEAAN and then C and E? So that will give you the spelling of appearance. Now children, I'm writing a sentence over here. Okay, and check what would be this mnemonics. I made my 11 new signs easily. See this statement, children, we can remember. I made my 11 new signs easily. Yes. Now tell me what would be the word? Look at the first words, children. I, M, M, E, N, S, E. Write it here. What's the word? Immense. Okay. IMMENS and E. So if you remember this statement is long, but then see, you can get the spelling. I made my 11 new signs easily. Right? Now, after this, children, you have this. Children, this is very, very important. Please pay attention. Bullet points. Children, please read the information and understand. They have very clearly explained in the information box. Okay. Now this is like you will be given a paragraph. And how do you put it in the bullet points? Now children, see here. Take a moment and read this. How would you put your bullet points? First children, what do bullet points look like? See this? There's a small dot circle. But sometimes children, we can use other shapes also. Suppose if you're using your computer to type or laptop, you can see that they use other shapes also. Okay? That is before the start of the text. Before you start, you need to put this. And why do you think children the writers are using these bullet points? Why is the writer using these bullet points? See, we have it in a text also over here children. If you see here, the writer has used. Now why is he using it? Because he wants to separate each piece of information. Okay? And to show where each piece of information begins. Can you see? He wants to show us. First he wants to separate. Can you see? They are all separated. One bullet here, here, here and here. And then he wants to show from where it begins. Right? So children, please, you will revise this, what you have done. Read the information box. How will you put your heading? All that is very important. Okay? It helps. See here, why it does the bullet point? It helps the readers to find information quickly. Okay? Now children, this spellings. Read the rules. Always read the rules. For spelling, you have rules. Read the rules. See here. Usually comes after a vowel letter E. Usually comes after a consonant letter. Yes. So you need to read this first. And then you can go through this spellings. And children, please remember to use your dictionary. And children, you always have an exception to the rules. See, it is also given over here. Remember, there can be exceptions to the rules. So this you need to remember. After this, yes, plural nouns. Children, here, please read these rules here of the vowels. How do we change the vowels? When do you add S? When will you add ES? All this, it is very clearly given children over here. The noun ending in a consonant, noun ending in vowel plus Y. If you read this, you will get a very good idea how you are going to do your plural nouns. Children, now this we are doing, you all are doing right from grade 1. So I hope that you don't lose your marks here. Please be careful. Okay? Now children, look at the next one. That's the B1. That is and are. Yes. Can you tell me children, when we use is and are? Is and are. Is used for singular. Okay. And are is used for plural when it is a plural noun. Similarly children, over here we have has and have. Has, the batsman, see here, plural. So you will use have. If it is singular, you use has. Now children, for have, what do we have? I have. Remember this, for the pronoun I, it takes have. It is singular, but it takes have. Right? Do not get confused. Children, one thing I wanted to tell you over here, this musical nouns ending in O. Okay? You have like piano. So this you need to be careful here. That's where you make mistake. And even this children, goose. This you need to be careful. Some words are there where you'll make mistake. So be careful with these words. Now children, presenting information. Now who could tell me what's a biographical sketch? Yes, you have done this children, biographical sketch. What is a biographical sketch? You have also written and given it to me children. So what's a biographical sketch? Think. Yes? What is it? So children, biographical sketch, okay, it is a detailed description of a real person's life and it includes facts. Remember this children, very, very important, okay. It includes factual details as well as stories from the person's life. Now children, biography is written about whom? Yes? It is written about famous politicians, cricketers, actors, athletes, okay. those people who have fame or who have made a name. It's a detailed description of a person's life. It involves facts. Now what facts, children, you're going to put in this? When you're doing the research, when you do the biographical sketch, what facts will you put in that? You will put about his childhood, that is his family, his sibling, brother, sister, parents. Then his work. What is his work? If you're talking of a sportsman, it would be about sports. Or if you're talking of an artist, so it would be talking about his work, his art, right? And then his education, and then if he's no more, so you're going to speak about his death also in the biography. Now children, remember, for this requires research, and because it is facts, you have to be careful from where you pick up your resource. And children, remember, you have to, this account, whatever you find out, it needs to be arranged properly. You just cannot put the information anywhere and anyhow. Okay, it has to be arranged, and you need to verify. Before you put in, you need to verify the resource what you're putting. See children, like in this for us, see how well it is arranged. Okay. And biography is something which is just short. So similarly over here, children, you remember I had given you a planner. Because if you go to the internet or if you go to any source of information, it's wide. Now we don't want so much of information, right? So you pick up only what is necessary, fill in that. Most of you have submitted your work. So you need to fill in those, the planning sheet, and that's how, then you will write your biographical sketch. And remember this charts also, children. Please read the information here before you start. Your main headings, subheadings, bullet points, and this is your chart or your table. So children, we had written about Ricky Ponting, no? So you could prepare something for maybe Virat Kohli. Yes, because all of you are very fond of him. So you can prepare for Virat Kohli as a practice for your term exam. So pick up Virat Kohli. Please don't go in for more information. There's lots and lots of information. Just stick to this. You don't need much information, children. You just need little. So do not waste lots of time. Just see that you have the key informations with you and verify the information as I said. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to write about Virat Kohli in biographical sketch. Now children, after this we move to our next lesson, that is school days. Well children, now we move to the next lesson, that is school days. Okay. Now children, similarly for this lesson again you need to do your word check, then you need to do the phrases. Children, all this I have explained in the video. I have given you notes. Please go through it. Okay. Now children, comprehension. Right. Now comprehension A, children, if you see, okay, they are straight answers. You have to focus on the literal understanding and you have to read the text. You can even look for pictures which will give you a clear understanding. Then the B part, children, B part, you have to focus on your understanding. You have to read the lines very carefully, where you say, you know, reading between and beyond. So you have to have really a deep understanding of the words, of the sentences that will help you to answer. Right? And the C part, children, see here, explain in your own words. This is an open-end answers. This requires you children to use your imagination and your knowledge. I'm glad, children, I see most of you doing the C part. You know, I have seen some good reading, so I'm really glad. Now vocabulary, children, please use your dictionary. Okay, this part most of you did it. I think this was done during Zoom and I got quick answers. Here, children, what I have found is apostrophe of contraction is where you put the apostrophe. So be careful, apostrophe of contraction and apostrophe of possession. So please be careful, put it in the right place. And remember that you have to leave a small gap. Some of you put it after S. So please see your mistakes. right? After that, children, we have hyphens. If you see this page, it is hyphens. Okay, read the information box, children. You get a clear understanding once you read the information box. So see that I think I had explained you compound words also, so don't get confused. Okay, this is, see here, children, you need to check with the dictionary. Okay, so check, use your dictionary. Yes, this is very, very important, children. Verbs. Remember the tenses. Please revise all your tenses. See the rules which I have given you. For every tense, I have given you rules. Check your rules. Practice these sentences. Right? And children, most important, irregular verbs. Remember, children, I have given you this, what are irregular verbs also. It's explained over here that do not follow the rules. Like a regular verb, children, we just had D and ED, right? These are irregular verbs. You have to learn these spellings. So be careful. Like if I say I buy a newspaper. So buy will change to I bought a newspaper. The difference in buy and bought. Okay. Bring and brought. B-R-O-U-G-T is brought. And B-O-U-G-T is bought. When you pay money, that is called bought. Bring means if I tell you bring your dictionary, so that you can use I brought a dictionary. So be very careful with your English language. Revise these tenses, revise the verbs. Right? Now children, finally here I found some confusion here with the personal recount. Now children, I explained to you the diary writing. Right? Children, I gave you a layout for this. Let me just check where is the layout. Yes, this is what I had given you. Yes, right? I had given you this planning sheet. You need to fill in this. The children, take a moment to read this diary writing. Just take a moment to read this, children. You may pause the video also and read it from your text, children. No issues. Please. Yes. Who could tell me, children, what is this diary writing about? Yes. Children, you remember I had put some text, some other text, how that child has written the diary? Yes? Yes or no? Right? I had put that so you can read that the children have written about their experience in the diary. And some of you even said that yes, you keep a diary. I think Mustafa said that. Okay? So you have to imagine here, what are you going to do, children? You have to imagine that you are the character. If you see this, children, here, you are this child over here. You are the new boy. So this is the first paragraph, the second paragraph. If you read the first paragraph, you will get a clear idea. The similar way, children, you will have to write. Children, this is very, very important. Please, 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 please complete this homework. Because I don't know, some children were saying they were confused. So most of you have given and you have done right, but there are few who have not given. So please send me this homework. Okay? And you remember I discussed what sort of people keep a diary. Ordinary people, even we can keep, children, a diary. What happened in the morning, what happened, something special which happened. Like now if you write the COVID started and you didn't get to go to school. So imagine after 5 years, children, when you are in grade 10 and then you read your diary. You'll feel so happy. Okay? There are people, explorers, sports people, artists. All of them, they keep their diary. What is a diary, children? You have to write the feelings, the events. The events and feelings are described. So similarly, you imagine yourself that you are in that character and describe that event. Describe your feelings. You see the words, children. See the words. Okay? So use that when you are writing your diary. So you have to remember to what has happened that you're going to write, and you're going to write the details of the events and to write how you felt about that particular experience. Children, those who have not sent their homework, please send it to me. So children, what I'm going to do is today these 2 chapters I will put up a revision sheet. Okay, so today is Monday, right? I think children you can complete it in a day. It will not be much. I will put the revision sheet of these 2 topics, of these 2 lessons. All what I discussed: comprehension, vocabulary, punctuation, spellings, grammar, presenting information, writing skills. Okay, so we take 2 chapters, children. I will put it up and please send it to me by today evening or tomorrow, Tuesday. Okay, or what you do is you finish 1 lesson, then you can send me the next lesson the next day. So that's all, children. 2 lessons revision. I want everyone, all of you, to send me the revision. First you revise, children. First revise. Before starting the revision is revise every topic, whatever is there, comprehension, vocabulary, go point to point, right? That's all, children. Bye bye, see you.